Good morning, good afternoon, and good night to every single one of you out there watching this video. Welcome to today's gaming news. We're going to be talking about different topics developing in recent days. Starting off with exciting news for Far Cry players. After the dissatisfaction brought on by Far Cry 6, fans of the franchise were optimistic. I wasn't optimistic. I love Far Cry. But this last installment brought a what could the future bring in the next one, right? A bit of a unknown. However, this could potentially change. Veteran writer and narrative designer Drew Holmes has put in charge of the Far Cry franchise. I think this is great news. He previously served as lead writer for BioShock Infinite, worked on the first 3 Saints Row, and as story lead for Far Cry 5. The 5th game from Far Cry, which I think is very underappreciated game, especially when it came to the Seed family and their dynamics within territories and with the player. I know the game doesn't look in the best of light, or isn't looked in the best of light, thanks to similarities from previous games. Still, the Seed family made a mark of villainy. Their personalities are big and threatening in presence within Hope County in Far Cry history. Fingers crossed, he brings in a bit of a shakeup in the story department to bring more interconnected and complex relationships within the game that could help out to make the story in higher implications, especially between the villain and the player. That's when it gets personal. Now up next, THQ Nordic Digital Showcase 2023 happened last week, and it brought a good number of announcements. From updates on upcoming games as well as new content for released games, but I'm only going to be mentioning a few things. First, Titan Quest 2 is back on the radar after 17 years under darkness. The sequel is still under development, so excitement, but also we gotta be patient. Number 2, another game under development is Gothic Remake. The first game came out back in 2001. So, you can expect to see the game under a full revamp for the next generation. And it actually looks pretty good. Number 3, next, a new South Park video game will be released in 2024, South Park Snow Day, which is gonna bring the shenanigans and humor well known by the writers and creators of the show, but this time it's gonna be into a multiplayer and co-op. It looks super chaotic, just like the show. Finally, in the big one, big boy, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is getting a new video game. But unlike their previous colorful and humorous portrays, this time around it's going to be a bit of a harsh, dark, intense timeline for them, because TMNT is bringing the adaptation of The Last Ronin as a setting for the game, which is gonna be very interesting how they do that. But that's the last one from the showcase. There were a lot more, but if you wish to go and check out what else, I'm gonna leave a link on the description for you to check it out. But that's it for the showcase. And now let's go into some quickie updates. Because from one showcase to another, this time publisher Panic, owners of the games Untitled Goose Game and Firewatch, announced their upcoming showcase that will take place at the end of the month. So put a reminder on your calendar, because on August 29th, there will be a 20-minute video presentation starting at 1 p.m. Eastern. It's said that the showcase will feature unannounced games as well as updates from previous announcements. So don't forget about it. Check it out. Another quick update, Assassin's Creed Mirage went gold this week. At the same time of this announcement, the game was also scheduled to be released a week earlier than anticipated. Instead of coming out on October 12th, it will come out on October 5th. I think this is a good move by Ubisoft if they wish to give a chance for the game to have the spotlight longer before Marvel's Spider-Man 2 comes out the next week. But this game wasn't the only one on changing plans. Staying on the same topic of games being moved, we must talk about Alan Wake 2. As one of the many anticipated games for the month of October, it has the vibes and creeps perfect for the Halloween celebrations, so it isn't a hard thought to have it premiere on that month. However, players might have to wait just a tiny bit more. This isn't a crazy long delay for 4 months or more. but it's only gonna be a 10-day delay. Originally, the game was set to release on October 17th, but the devs think it will be better to move it to October 27th. Studio Remedy posted on social media saying that October is an amazing month for game launches, and we hope this date shift gives more space for everyone to enjoy their favorite games. And I mean, considering all of the following games, Assassin's Creed Mirage, Spider-Man 2, Forza Motorsport, City Skylines 2, and Super Mario Bros. Wonder are all coming out in the same month, they're gonna be all of them super close to each other. And I think it is a great decision to give their own game some separation from the other big ones. It's been 18 years since the Xbox 360 came out. A whole generation has grown alongside it, and it was one of the most monumental consoles to ever come out. After all its achievements and many memories created, Microsoft announced this week it is time to close the Xbox 360 store. The store is set to close on July 29th of 2024. There are a couple of things you must note for this. This closure won't affect games that have backward compatibility on the Xbox One or Series S and X. It also won't affect players going back to their 360 and playing whatever games they bought on that console. This will also count for games deleted that a player might have purchased before. They will still be able to re-download it. Now, the only bad thing coming out of this is that 220 games will be disappearing because they don't count with backward compatibility. If you wish to know the full list of games, I'm gonna leave a link in the description to the original source. So go and buy them if you don't wish to lose them, or you just want to check them out one more time. I mean, you're gonna have them on your library forever once you purchase them. You got until July 29th, 2024. Now, to end today's video, quick updates on free games, Good Guy Epic and his free games. This week, there are 2 great video games for free. First one, Black Book, a card-based RPG and adventure game telling the story of a young sorceress. It looks very interesting, the setting, the style, and of course, I love a card-based RPG, so go and check it out. It's free. Second, Dodo Peak, which is a puzzle platform. It looks cute, colorful. If you just wanna, chill for a minute, be a casual gamer for a minute or two, this game looks perfectly for that. So grab them while you can before next week's freebies. It's gonna be all for this episode. What are your thoughts? Give me your thoughts on gaming news. I like to read them out on the comment section. So I'm the Honey Badger. I love to talk about everything gaming, from news to games. If you liked the video, remember to leave a like and share. It really helps out. Don't forget to subscribe. See ya in the next video. Keep on gaming.